YouTube, it's Satch. Welcome to Drive 81. This is the Porsche Macan. It's a 2018 model. It's a Macan Turbo. It has 400 brake horsepower. It's a V6 twin turbo, 295 foot-pounds of torque, and it's an absolute monster. First of all, before we get into the video, I want to thank Porsche Centre Teeside for loaning me the car for a few days so I can do a few reviews on the car. Very kind of those guys. Please hit them up, follow them on Facebook, Instagram, etc. And secondly, if you can please like and subscribe to this channel to see lots more Porsche orientated reviews, guides, and basically me messing around with cars. So in this video I'm going to talk about 5 things that I dislike or hate about the Porsche Macan, 2018 Porsche Macan. It's not a witch hunt on this car. I absolutely love this car. I've had this car for a few days now and it's been, I can't stop driving it because I love it so much. But there are a few things that I've thought maybe that could be a little bit better. And it's nothing to do with the performance or the handling or the mechanics or the engineering, in fact. It's all really just a few design flaws. We'll get into the car and we'll have a look. Right, so obviously this is the inside of the car. Now the first thing that I don't like is nothing to do with the dials or layout or anything like here. I'm just trying to get the focus on here. So basically when you've got your heaters on, so your heaters are there and there, when they're focused on the driver, which is that button there, the heaters, they really quickly, they will heat up this panel of the steering wheel, they will heat up this washer wiper stalk, and also these paddles here. Now I know you won't be using these paddles all the time, but when you're driving you will come in contact with this plastic cover here. And also, I mean, I generally, when I've been driving, I've been resting my hands on there even though I haven't been using them. It's been raining a few times, so I've been using this, and it's sometimes actually unbearable because it's been quite cold here at the moment and I've had to have the heaters on, so these really heat up really fast and it's really quite annoying. So that's the first thing that I believe could be changed and don't like about this car. Okay, next up is the parking sensors. These parking sensors are extremely oversensitive. They go off anytime they feel like it. If you're sitting in traffic and there's a car in front of you, a car behind you, and none of these cars are moving, sometimes the sensors will just go off. If you're going at slow speeds, just driving on a normal road, you'll find again that they just go off for no apparent reason. I'm not sure if it's certain cars that are setting them off. I've heard that certain Fords will set the sensors off, but these sensors on this car, they've gone off randomly when there's been no Fords around. So I'm not sure what the problem is there. We've got 4 sensors at the front here. We've got 1, 2, and then 3 and 4, and then coming around the back there's none at the side. Even if you've got a car pull up to the side of you, sometimes it happens as well. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't know the answer to that. A lot of other people have experienced this who I've spoke to online as well, so it's not just me. And I'm sure if you're a Macan owner, you're sitting watching this now and you're probably thinking, yeah, mine are exactly the same. So I don't know if anything's been put forward to Porsche, whether they plan to do any software changes with that. It's really quite annoying and it is something that needs to be looked at. So that's the second thing that I don't like about this car. Okay, you're going to think I'm nitpicking, and I probably am because I'm really struggling to find things that I hate about this car. But the third thing that annoys me a little bit is getting actually into the car. Obviously it's got sporty bolsters on the seats. Now if this was a normal car like a 911, it wouldn't be a problem because when you're getting into the car you go down onto the seat, whereas this car you have to kind of slide onto the seat with it being a higher ride height. I'll show you what I mean. I get bad hamstrings. So although the seats are lovely sporty looking seats, I mean they really do look fantastic, but when I get in, my hamstrings have to basically slide across there. You see, if it was a 911, the seat would be further down here, but because it's like this, I've kind of got to, you're not going to be able to see this properly, but slide over like that, and then my leg slides over that there, which is really quite uncomfortable, especially if you've got bad hamstrings like myself. I know the obvious thing to do is just not buy a Macan, but to be honest, I'd live with it. Like I say, all of the things that I'm going to talk about in this video, it wouldn't stop me from buying a Macan. It wouldn't at all, because it's too good of a car, and the things that I don't like about it are too insignificant. But that's just that's the third thing, in fact, that I don't like about it. Okay, the fourth thing that I don't like is, if we're coming to the inside, over that side bolster, hit my hamstring. This center console here, it's absolutely tiny, unfortunately. It's got space to fit your hand in. It's got spaces to plug your phone in, USB, aux, and obviously the 12 volt. Let me just try and get my phone out. Put my phone in. It barely fits. This is just a standard iPhone. It barely fits, although it does. The trouble is, once you've got your cable plugged in there, you're really gonna struggle to get that in. And it does. Once the cable's there, that's gonna sit up and the cable comes out here. So you can still shut it, but only just. But I mean, look at that. It's absolutely tiny. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless. Anyway, that's the fourth thing, which is annoying. I did tell you I'm nitpicking, and I'm really clutching at straws to find things I don't like. Alright, and this takes me to the final thing that I don't like about this car, and it is the, well, it's not the media, it's the touchscreen system. The navigation system is fine. I love the Sat Nav. I'm just going to turn it on here. The trouble I've got is when you're driving at speed, trying to go through all of these options. These buttons are absolutely perfect. This is what I like. I like something with actual touching buttons that you can actually touch. Hear a positive click to know that the action you've selected has been taken. But when you come to the touchscreen element, to me, let's try and get set sound. Say when you're trying to select a radio station, sometimes you have to press it 2 times because it doesn't actually register. And not only that, you literally, when you're driving, you have to rest your hand on this here. And that's because when you're driving, your hand is like shaking like that. So it's very difficult to choose what you need to choose. And also, like I say, sometimes you've got to press it twice, and it really just takes your eye off the road. Your eye should be on the road at all times. However, when you're trying to select radio stations, you absolutely have to put your eyes on this, because otherwise you have no idea where you're going. So that's the fifth and final thing that I don't like about this car. Now, as I say, they're all insignificant. None of these things would put me off buying one of these cars, because I think they're absolutely fantastic cars, and I'd have one in a heartbeat for a daily driver. I'm not saying the wheels are in motion, but I am. The missus has also seen this car and driven it, and she says when we finish, when we get rid of our Kia, this is what she wants. So I don't know, we'll have a look at it when the time comes. But it's an absolutely brilliant car, absolutely fantastic car. A few things to get out of the way now. Again, just a quick thanks to Porsche Centre Teeside for loaning me the car. Massive thumbs up to them. What else? Yeah, if you can just like the video, if you can subscribe to the channel, please comment in the box below if there's anything that you don't like about your Porsche Macan, or if there's anything that you think I've got completely wrong in this video. Just please put a comment in the box there. Happy to see all feedback. Thanks for watching. I'll be doing plenty more videos on this Porsche Macan, so please subscribe to the channel and you'll see those coming through on your feed. See you next time.